most recent ex is talking to a new girl who's 7 years younger than me.
So much shade, you're blocking out the sun. I don't need these. I guess this is coming to Instagram. Let's start here. The age gap between me and the new girl I'm talking to is the same age gap between me and you. You're 25 years old, pushing 30 years old, starting internet beef with me. What have I done? I moved on a long time ago. You can't handle that. That's the truth. Anyway, probably see you in the next video. See you on TikTok, see you on Instagram. This is gonna be fun.
Guess the top 5 countries with the least submissive women.
The United States.
United States is number 1 on the list.
It's obvious.
In the US, dating comes with terms and conditions.
Canada?
Canada is number 4 on the list.
What am I supposed to do?
In Canada, they have high gender equality and independence metrics.
We're going to France.
We are going to France because it's number 2 on the list.
I can tell.
Challenging you is flirting in France.
Germany?
You're good. Germany is number 3 on the list.
Germans are just tough people in general.
If it's wrong, you'll hear immediately.
Australia.
Australia is number 5 on the list.
Wait, did I just go 5 for 5?
In Australia, they're chill, but not to be played with.
I'm not trying to play with them.
He has some benefits. Could you see yourself marrying a man that worked at Walmart? And we will start with Taliban.
No. And because I'm expensive. Like, I have, a certain lifestyle I want to live, and I feel like my man should be able to afford that. And if
you should be able to afford it. Drop a bomb. If you want to live a certain type of lifestyle, you need to be able to live that lifestyle. Now, that man that meets you, he should come and be able to match that or go above that. But if you're not living like that, you don't know about Birkin bag, and you don't know about Turks and Caicos, you need to relax. Go down respectfully, ma'am. Talking about you expensive. What you bought your expensive self?
And at some point in time, modern women have to understand that, you told a man that you don't want a man talking to you. So when a man goes and, is it a wrong thing for a man to go and do something else with his time besides being in somebody else's face? Because that's what modern women want. They want you to be in their face. They don't necessarily want anything with you because you're not Chad or Tyrone. They just want some attention and validation.
I just called my fiance to tell him that I pulled over on the side of the road because I have a horrible migraine. And I was like, yeah, I'm super nauseous. I can't see straight. I can't look at the light. The walls are closing in. And do you know what this man has the audacity to ask me? He says, well, did you drink any water today? Well, did you drink any water today?
Okay. So let me just say, any woman who will berate their boyfriend, their husband in a public video, get rid of her. Listen, I know you're engaged, whoever this idiot is, right? Who's engaged to her. You should call her and say, honey, you know what? I'm done. The fact that you did that, the fact that you released that video, are you kidding me?
I need to know what goes on in men's brains because we needed soy sauce and my husband was like, oh, let me order some. What is this? We are 2 people. This is a gallon of soy sauce.
I'm going to tell you a little secret about men. If you want the man in your life to help you out, when that man helps you out, do not complain about it because here he is. You needed soy sauce and he got the soy sauce. It is a huge mistake to complain about how he got it and what exactly he got. As long as it was soy sauce, it is what you asked for. He solved the problem. But look, for the sake of argument, let's dive into it for a second. These are 3 reasons why he ended up getting that soy sauce. Number 1, when you're ordering groceries online or you're on Amazon, you may not realize how much product it really is because it's just a little tiny picture of it. 2, it's a cost savings. It's less money per ounce. You should appreciate your thrifty man. And 3, he doesn't have the opportunity cost next time of having to buy more soy sauce. You guys are set, and that soy sauce, it does not expire. That stuff stays good forever. There are so many women out there that would actually appreciate this effort. They're even entering the comments, which is hilarious because they're asking if this woman wants to divorce her husband, that they will take him.
And a lot of these modern women are continuing to say, oh, I want a man to be bold. I want a man to grow some. I want a man to, just be a man. Just do it, regardless of what I'm doing. Just Go out there and take a risk. But it seems like men are the only one taking a risk nowadays in dating. And that's the way that modern women want it. I want you to take all of the risk. Show me. And then if you meet my standards, we'll see. It's not even a, yes, this is the way we're going. It's, we'll see. I've got Chad and Tyrone that I like to go back to.
Okay, genuine question for those that say that women should go 50-50 in a relationship with a man because it's the 21st century and we're equals now. Do you think that women fought for the right to have our own money, have our own bank accounts, have our own property, just to turn around and give that to a man, to the same people that were fighting us on it, that were like, no, you're not equal. Oh man, I wish you could have a bank account, but you're just not equal. You're not equal to us.
If guys wanted to take away your rights, they would do it. They're stronger. They would just take it away. This is not, guys didn't fight you and you fought them and won and got these things. That's not how it worked.
Here's something that men rarely talk about. They do not need women to do everything for them. They definitely don't need perfection and they definitely don't need control. What men wish for is simpler than what women think. Men wish to be respected. They don't want to be challenged at every turn or questioned at every decision that they make. Men also wish to be appreciated, not for just what they provide, but for the pressure that they carry quietly. Men also wish to feel useful, not just used. Like there is a difference between feeling valued versus being treated like a resource. They also wish to have peace at home where they can just relax, not be guarded, and feel safe. Men also wish that their efforts were seen, the long hours, the stress, the sacrifices, all of the weight that they carry that they don't even talk about. Men wish that they could feel strong without being punished for being vulnerable. They also want to be trusted when they are leading and supported when they are struggling. Men are not looking to be celebrated or applause along the way. They just want partnership, loyalty, and respect. And for the entire world to understand, being a man is super heavy. And when any man has these simple things in his life, he can perform at the highest level.
And honestly, you know, modern women be like, why am I not being asked out? It's because, honestly, men are having, with a lot of these young ladies, men are having to ask. Men are having to beg for the bare minimum. I'm having to beg for softness. I'm having to beg for, you just showing some type of interest. I'm having to beg for you to say that you even like me. I'm having to beg for you to say thank you. While you expecting me to buy you all of these gifts and wine you and dine you and all that stuff.
So all the men from my previous post saying that they have found peace by being alone and they're not trying to date because they just want peace. Are you trying to say that we don't bring peace to your life? I have to disagree. I do not think that if a woman that you so desired was available to you, you would choose peace over commitment, sex, good meals with conversation, and things like that. So, I'm gonna call your bluff.
Ideally, guys want, they want a good woman and they want peace. They want both, right? The idea is that they would have a good woman who brings them peace, right? Not some, trashy, run the mouth, complain, nag, who doesn't bring them peace. Like in that case, they would rather just have the peace, honey.
Alex Cooper got rich poisoning the dating pool. For 6 years, she ran the biggest podcast in the country, telling young women that hookup culture is freedom, that men are disposable, that marriage is the cage, that settling down is losing. She didn't just have opinions, she built a movement. Millions of girls in their 20s grew up on her voice in their headphones. And it worked. Marriage rates are collapsing. Dating apps are a war zone. A whole generation of men and women can't find each other. Alex helped build that, and she got paid every time another young woman tuned in. And now look at the photo. She's pregnant, married, glowing on a magazine cover with her husband. She got the family, the baby, the exact life she spent 6 years telling other women they didn't need. And the woman in this tweet just admitted the whole game. She called it the feminist dream. Burn through men in your 20s, cash in a husband in your 30s. Alex sold the culture. She didn't live it. She got rich pointing other women toward a future she would never accept for herself. And the daughters watching her right now, they're the ones who'll pay for it. If you're watching the culture around you go sideways and you can feel it in your own marriage, drop me a DM. I do one-on-one confidential sessions about your specific situation.
And you know, y'all keep on thinking because a man is opted out of dating and just stopped dating, that the man is bitter, that the man just hates women, when it's really just a cost-benefit analysis. That's it. Am I getting what I put out? And if I have to look at myself and say, I need to do better, well, maybe I don't need to be dating at that point in time. So that's one way. But if I look at myself and I'm saying, okay, I've got a couple of places that I can improve, right? But, you know, I'm kind of still looking. But when I look out there and I see maybe 2 or 3 things that I have to take care of versus you thinking that you're better than me, and you saying, well, you got 10 things to take care of and I have none. I have none to take care of. A man is going to look at that and be like, delusional. So she says, I have tons of things to take care of, but she has none. I'm self-aware. I know there's probably a handful of things that I could do better, but she's saying she ain't got nothing to improve on. She's not even standing there thinking about what she can improve on. It's time for me to go sit down somewhere.
Any God who will lead me through my husband, I don't follow. Yeah, there are parts of the Bible I disagree with to the core. I do not see my husband as leader. He's a man who poops and pees, if he exists even. There is no leader in a marriage. Once there is a leader in something, there is no equality. And there is no, and mind you, they would twist doctrines. They would twist it, twist it, turn it, twist it, so that you don't feel unequal to a man, but you are. Once there is a leader, there is no longer equality. And you see that aspect of Christian marriage, I reject it. In fact, I reject the hierarchy in a Christian marriage. There is no hierarchy because there's no man above me. Well, except God. That my husband is my equal. We stand beside each other as equals in every sense, even in a spiritual sense. He will never have authority over me. Listen, I don't expect my husband to lead me because I myself am a complete, competent human being. I have a calling, I have thoughts, I have processes. He can lead his life, but he's not leading anybody. He's not leading me. He can influence our children because, you know, even me, we will both as parents influence our children to be good people. But that is as far as his influence goes. Once it comes to me, there is no influence here. I stand as an independent being and my autonomy will not be stolen from me in the form of submission.
What's your ideal first date with a guy?
Oh, yeah. A trip to Italy. A trip somewhere.
That's your ideal first date? Has a man ever took you on it before?
Almost, but I had work.
So you met a random guy who was willing to fly you out somewhere?
Yeah, ask her.
Why didn't you just take off work to do it?
Because he honestly wasn't worth it. He was too full of himself.
Okay.
You can offer me that, but if you're too full of yourself, then no.
Break it down for me though.
We just met and then he told me he wanted to give me everything and that was it.
Could you ever see yourself flying a guy out for a first date?
Could you ever see what? Could I ever see myself flying out a guy? Fuck no! Us flying out a guy? No.
So why is it fair to expect a guy to do that for you off rip?
You're a feminist, huh?
I'm a feminist?
No, I'm asking I don't want to be like the annoying person. I can answer.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that at the end of the day, a girl's gonna have their money, their income, and everything, but a man cannot ask for something and then not provide the extra work. Like, I have my own business, right? A man should provide more than I provide. If not, then they can't work.
Well, who came up with that idea?
I did.
You did?
That's my mindset. They don't like it, they can go ahead and scoot over.
And, you know, modern women, a lot of them thrive on what's out there. I'm doing it for the plot. What's next? But, you know, unless there's a little bit more uncertainty, especially in dating, men don't really thrive off of that same thing. And so, you know, when you run into the same thing over and over again and it gets expensive, then for a lot of men, that curiosity stops. I'm not really curious anymore about it because I already know what's going to happen. I already know what's going to happen. So I'm not really curious anymore. I'm more so tired. I'm more so frustrated. I'm more so upset. I'm no longer excited at the potential to meet somebody because for, you know, going out with these modern women, it ends poorly. So I'm At that point in time, a lot of men just check out. They just go their separate ways. I'm just going to keep on doing my thing. Don't worry about me.
How much did the ring cost?
$18,000.
You were being judgmental on the rings, Miss Williams?
I just wanted the best of the best. I'm used to the finer things in life, and he knew that since the beginning.
Oh, it's gorgeous. My goodness. When he gave you this ring, Miss Williams, were you pleased with it?
I was. I'm not going to lie. I was super over the moon, and I was really ecstatic about us actually going through with the engagement.
What happens to the engagement?
I called it off.
You called it off?
Yes.
Now, why did you call it off?
One day I was checking the mail, and I saw a letter from a fertility clinic. He was donating his sperm for money.
To buy the ring.
To buy the ring.
It just hit me.
I got $400 a week. I would go 2 times a week to the sperm donor, and put $1,000 each paycheck.
You were upset that meant that he had been at the sperm bank.
Yes.
And you didn't know about it.
Yes, Your Honor. I feel betrayed. I did deserve to know. I just can't sleep at night knowing that there's a bunch of random potential children running around. Like, it doesn't fit my lifestyle. I just felt disgusted by the whole donating sperm behind my back.
That is crazy. He wants expensive stuff, and he tried his best. And then she's like, no, you worked hard, but I can't accept this. I don't want to be a part of this.
Y'all really be expecting luxurious lifestyles from 9 to 5, and you're a 9 to 5 struggling. So what makes you think that a 9 to 5 who you also want to have his own crib, not living with his mother in New York City, let me remind you of that, and have his own car? Do y'all know how much car insurance is in New York? Because we get our cars broken into so much and motherfuckers just be hitting us. I'm gonna say roughly $350 to $450 to $500. Then you want to keep himself together, and then whatever extra money he has left over, you want him to give to you. You're the same that steps over peeing your elevator to get to the 17th floor. You're not high maintenance. I don't know where y'all came up with this. Stop scrolling on Carisha's page. Get off Kim's page. Y'all is not from Calabasas. Y'all is from Grand Concourse, Cortland, Canarsie, South Conduit. Let's stick with the C's that y'all know. Y'all is not like that. And my thing is, if you want a luxurious, go find one. There's niggas out here that trick without a problem. Don't have a problem giving money. But there is one problem. The luxury don't want y'all ugly. That's the thing. Because a bad comes bad already. With her hair, makeup, nails, wax, feet done. Y'all be going and wanting that done, then trying to front to other you're a bad. No, I gotta beat my horn for that one. No, you're not a bad. You're just a that's trying to be bad. Let's get that very clear.
You know, modern women continue to ask, well, how come is it, why is it that men are opting out of dating? Well, you know, you try being drained of your money, your energy, your resources. Something always got to be expensive. You always got to take them to an expensive place. You try doing that type of stuff for multiple women and see if you like dating. You try paying $150 fee every single time you go out and see how old it's going to get fast. Even if a man has a date, one date a month, that's $150 bill. That's $150 bill. When the new game comes out, with $150, I could have bought that game and some of the DLC. I could have gone out with the boys, taken myself out. I could have put that money back towards a trip. I could have put that money in my investment account. There's so many things I could have done with that money besides spending on somebody that I know don't like me. That's how a lot of men are thinking now. It's not that you're a bad person. It's just that in a lot of these situations, I'm burning through my money and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
If I took you on a first date, but I didn't want to pay for it, I wanted to split it down the middle, would you consider that a red flag?
To be honest, no, not at all. I think that especially men nowadays, they need to stand up and they need to be careful with who they're giving their money to. A lot of these women expect like shopping sprees as their first date. They are like, hey, can we go to Aventura Mall and you buy me Gucci and buy me this so you can prove that you're worthy to be my man? No, that's not how it should be. I think men are completely justified nowadays to say no and to stand their ground because they need to kind of feel out that woman to make sure that she's worth spending that money on instead of just giving a 304
a bag for the night.
So what would you recommend the amount of money a man spends on a first date is?
Nothing, man. Take her to the beach. Try to explore who she is really, and then if it goes well, maybe you could try to explore with the financials and everything, spend a little bit of money on some lunch dates. Just know that you're spending at your own risk. You have free will to do whatever you want, but just know that if you take a girl out, you do have a chance that she's going to be able to kind of swipe all that cash from you that one night.
So if a man tells a woman, we're going on a first date, but it should be at the park, and she goes, absolutely not, I'm not doing that. What does that mean to you?
It means that she's not worth it. She's probably just some money-hungry woman who does not want a serious relationship with you. I mean, somebody who, especially for myself, if I'm seriously interested in you, I'm going to go and I'm going to do whatever you want. At first, I'm going to try to get to know you. I do not care about your financials at that moment. I want to know who I'm getting myself involved with. I want to make sure you're not a criminal who's going to kill me either.
You know, dating nowadays isn't broken. It's the people that are broken. Everybody keeps screaming dating what it used to be. Yeah, no shit, right? We're all living in an era of options, not standards. Everyone's got 17 maybes, 4 emotional affairs going on, 2 physical distractions, and a situationship at home that's a safety net. And then they still claim they want to be exclusive. People want a relationship with benefits, but they don't want to give the responsibilities that come with it. And these are the same people terrified to ask real questions. You notice that? But brave enough to sleep with someone they barely know. They want soul-tied connection while keeping backup options, just in case, right? Then they turn around and blame social media. That's like putting a car in jail because the driver's drunk. It's not the platform, people. It's the lack of accountability behind the screen. And don't get me started with masculine and feminine. Confused as fuck. Men scared to lead. They're going to be labeled toxic. Women scared to soften because they've been stuck in survival mode for years. Nobody fucking trusts each other. They trust their trauma response. Everybody wants old school love, right? But nobody wants to do old school work. You want a feminine woman, but you can't even create emotional safety. You want a masculine man, but you punish leadership and reward inconsistency. Make it make fucking sense. See, dating isn't dead. Accountability is. Love isn't rare. Emotional maturity is. You want real connection? Bring back courage, truth, polarity, right? And stop blaming the apps for your problems, okay? That's your character that's causing that.
And men, you have to understand that men work off of respect, right? So if I'm seeing, you know, hey, why is he not, you know, really chasing me and begging for me, and I want him to really, really want me and love me and all that stuff, I get it. But, you know, if a man is getting out there chasing, you think about being in the middle of nowhere, just chasing. And at some point in time, you're gonna be like, what am I doing running? What are we running for? What am I running for? Is there danger? Like, what's the situation? And that's what's happening. Men have stopped and started questioning why they're actually chasing. What am I running for? Who am I running after? Who am I running away from? And when you see men stop and start to do that analysis, now it gets clarity on, oh, well, what the heck? Why am I going in this direction? Ain't nothing over here for me. And that's when you stay over there and you sit over there like, oh man, he just quit chasing me because he stopped running and he started thinking. And once he started thinking, he got some mental clarity and was like, oh, she wasted my time. Let me go run in the other direction, towards my goals, towards my vision, toward my aspiration. Let me go back that way. Let me find somebody back that way that actually likes me. That's why you're missing out on these good guys.
If you're talking to a guy and you say something along the lines of, oh, I'm so hungry, oh, I didn't eat today, and he doesn't offer to get you food or offer to order you food or bring you food, or you don't get a Cash App Zelle notification in 5 minutes, he doesn't like you.
I get up here on the internet and just be begging for food, begging for money. And then when somebody don't want to give you their money, it's always money with you people. Y'all get on the internet and call them men broke or something like that. And it's tantamount to a homeless person panhandling on the side of the road and they're like, you have $1. And you say, nah, I ain't got $1 for you. They say, broke ass nigga. Bro, get your money up. You're poor. Like, wait, hold on now. You're on the street. You're begging for $1, but I'm poor? Do y'all feel no shame getting on the internet openly talking about how y'all be dry begging men for money? For meals? Grown adult talking about, I'm so hungry. I wish I had a free bag of chips. Grown adult, you got money. Go get some food. Like, it's different if we hanging out, right? Let's say we together. You like, man, I'm hungry. I'm like, I'm hungry too. Let's go get something to eat. But if I'm just chilling, I get a text, I'm so hungry. The loser, go get some food. You're like, I only understand it if we're together and you say, I'm hungry, and I'm saying, let's go eat. Okay, makes sense. But you just gonna randomly hit me up. I'm so hungry. Can I have a bowl of soup, please, sir? Can I have some more? Please. Spare me. Ride begging poor peasants, I'm telling you.
We'll be at a function like this. I'm talking about overly loaded, and niggas still won't walk up and talk to nobody. Like, what the fuck you? Oh shit, he giving me a tripod, y'all. Like, what the fuck you came here for? Just not to talk to nobody?
Yo, I keep seeing this shit all over TikTok, social media. Women are asking, why don't men approach anymore? You want to know why? Because a lot of us got trained not to. Simple as that. I mean, yeah, back in the day, men would walk up, shoot their shot, take a risk. Cool. But now you approach the wrong one at the wrong time. Now all of a sudden, you weird, you creepy, you doing too much. I'm not talking about dudes being disrespectful. Nah, I'm talking about just saying, hey, how you doing? Now it's, I got a boyfriend. Why are you talking to me? You get posted online like you did something wrong. So after a while, dudes start thinking, why even risk it? Why even put yourself out there to be embarrassed or be labeled as something that you're not? Now, don't get it twisted. There is some weird dudes out there. I get why some women got that guard up, but not every man approaching you is on that type of time. So now we in this weird space where women are like, they want to be approached, and men are like, nah, I'm good. And then everybody's wondering, why don't nobody talk to each other anymore? I'm just saying, it goes both ways.
You know, a lot of these modern women, they want men to approach, but they want to tell men how to approach, right? And to a degree that makes sense, right? Well, obviously don't approach me, you know, in certain places, like at night during the park, like at, in a dark parking lot, or, you know, don't come up and call me baby. Like, I don't know you, I'm not your baby. Makes sense, right? But modern women have a way that they want men to approach, and you have to have it. It's one thing to say, okay, I don't want a man to call me baby because, you know, I don't know you. But then there's also, oh, I want him to be in a black suit, wearing some Louis Vuitton, I don't know, flip-flops, have a buzz cut, look like, I don't know, Matt, whoever, you get it. There's one thing to say, I don't want him disrespecting me, versus, oh, he got to come up like to me like this with a glass in his hand, and you don't get approached. Because if a man doesn't look a certain way, if he doesn't talk in a certain manner, right, then you disrespect him. And so men watch that, men see that, and then they're like, no.